welcome back to my YouTube channel, Dr. Forceps. I hope you guys are doing amazing, and those who are new here, welcome to my channel. So today we are gonna talk about something that might be a little touchy, like religion or politics. If your dietary decisions are based on religion or ethics, I completely respect that. But today I'm going to talk something about a scientific point of view with a scientific approach to it with health optimization. Can you take a wild guess of what I'm going to talk about today? Yes, it's intermittent fasting, a very hyped up topic in today's world. But trust me, it's a practice from thousands of years ago. So yes, today we're going to talk about what is intermittent fasting. But before coming to what it actually is, let's address first the misconceptions which are related to this very hyped up topic. So my first point would be, it's not a diet, not in traditional sense when we see it. The second point is, it's not a starvation method. In starvation, your energy reserves of the body are actually finished, and the body breaks down the tissues and organs in order to revive that energy in the body for its functioning. Intermittent fasting is not a starvation method. My third point is, it's not a quick fix. Actually, intermittent fasting is a way of life. My fourth point would be, it's not right for everyone. Actually, nothing is. My fifth point would be, it's not without side effects. Actually, we can apply Newton's third law here. Every action has equal and opposite reactions. So there might be some side effects to some people. And my last misconception, what actually runs around in the society is, it's not a fad. So coming to what intermittent fasting actually is, it is actually a practice which has been followed from thousands of years ago, and it's actually a way of scheduled eating which will focus on how to eat and when to eat and not what to eat. Start off talking about this topic by some great sayings. One of them which I remember is by Benjamin Franklin, who told, fasting is the greatest remedy the physician within. And you know what is the actual beauty of it? That you are actually already following it every day. Yes, you actually are. You know, we are actually how we are practicing it naturally, each one of us. When we have our dinner at night, we actually are not eating any food for next 8 to 10 hour window period in which your body is sleeping. What is that? That is actually a form of intermittent fasting only. So no need to get fantasized with this topic, intermittent fasting. It's a very wow topic. It's actually naturally built in your body's framework. What we are doing right here is add certain tweaks and modifications to it for the most health optimization. Starting right from nutrition. So our body's nutritional framework is based on three things. First is your dietary restrictions. In this, actually, it's most like, for example, a vegan diet in which you are off certain foods, for example, dairy. So that is a dietary restriction. Second is caloric restriction, where you devoid your body from taking excessive calories. You are basically in a caloric deficit. And third one is time restriction. So what our intermittent fasting hits on most is the time restriction method in the nutritional framework of our body. So one thing I really want to make clear here is, it's not a starvation, guys. In starvation, I will tell you the science behind it. So in starvation, actually your body stored energy reserves are done, it's over, and what your body will start doing, it will start breaking down the tissues and the organs to revive more energy from it so that the body can function normally. While in intermittent fasting, you are actually using your body's stored energy. It's not finished yet. It's using stored energy which is in the form of fat. So basically it's a method of fat adaptation of the body. सो गाइस, बेसिकली इंटरमिटेंट फास्टिंग में क्या होता है, हमारे बॉडी में 3 टाइप की न्यूट्रिएंट्स होती हैं जिन्हें हम यूज़ कर सकते हैं अपने बॉडी के फंक्शनिंग के लिए। सबसे पहले आता है कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स, जो हमारा मोस्ट कॉमन वे होता है। हमने खाना खाया, वो कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स ग्लूकोज में कन्वर्ट हुआ और उसे बॉडी ने यूज़ किया, which is the most common way, and all of us are using that only 90% of the time. Our second nutrient which is used in our body is fat. So और हमारा इंटरमिटेंट फास्टिंग हिट करता है इस फैट को, जो बॉडी में हमारे स्टोर्ड है इन टिश्यूज which are also called as adipose tissues. So basically intermittent fasting is actually, so body is getting efficient in utilizing fats, so it is becoming fat adapted. And the third form of nutrition is protein. ये हमारा बॉडी सबसे आखिर में यूज़ करता है। ये बेसिकली बिल्कुल अलार्मिंग टाइम, बहुत इमरजेंसी सिचुएशंस के लिए बॉडी स्टोर करके रखता है इस न्यूट्रिएंट को, जो हमारा प्रोटीन है। और जब ये प्रोटीन टूटने लगता है, तब we can tell कि okay, now the body is breaking down the tissues and organs for consumption of energy for well functioning of the body. And remember, when this protein starts breaking down, it is very dangerous for the body, and most common what we see in our day-to-day life when someone is going through that is formation of ketone bodies in the body. So हमारे स्टार्वेशन में जब हम स्टार्व करते हैं बॉडी को, तब एक्चुअली फैट की जगह ये प्रोटीन टूट रहा होता है, बिकॉज बाय देन द कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स एंड फैट्स आर कम्प्लीटली यूटिलाइज्ड इन द बॉडी। दैट्स वाई स्टार्वेशन इज़ नॉट गुड, बट इंटरमिटेंट फास्टिंग इज़ एक्चुअली गुड। Our body is not meant to be chronically stressed out. जो हम आज के सोसाइटी में देखते हैं, there is constant stress on and off day regarding work, regarding family or anything. Our body is naturally not designed to take that much of stress in a chronic level. But the acute form of stress is very good for the body, and your intermittent fasting hits right here. हम इसे ऐसे समझ सकते हैं, for example, when we exercise. So what is exercise? Actually, it's a form of acute stress to the body. When we are exercising, you will feel that suddenly you are feeling a lot energetic, you are feeling very active, you are feeling very alert. So this is a form of acute stress to your body, and intermittent fasting works right on this principle. It's a form of acute stress to your body, which is actually healthy. Coming to how to get started on this intermittent fasting, so I have a 4-step starter pack for you. So I will divide this topic in 4 steps. The first would be, first of all, learn the science behind intermittent fasting. Second, choose what type of intermittent fasting will suit your body the best. Third, what will be your eating window? Will it be in the morning? Will it be at night? And the fourth one, tweak your diet accordingly, which suits you the best. So coming to my first point, the science behind intermittent fasting. Always remember, with methods or practices like this, in what you succeed may largely depend on what does not trigger your limbic hunger for you, which actually varies individually. Let's get to know what is limbic hunger. So limbic hunger is actually a combination of your emotional, hormonal and psychological factors which will combine all together and will cause craving for food despite not being in a state of true hunger. The second thing that I want to point out here is leptin levels in the body. So basically leptin is a protein which is produced by the fat cells of our body, and it works as a satiety hormone, which means, what is the meaning of satiety? It means the feeling of fullness. So there is something which is called leptin resistance. In this, what actually happens is your brain stops receiving signals from this hormone, the leptin, satiety hormone, and you will be in a constant state of hunger rather than feeling full, even having good amount of food throughout the day. So this is leptin resistance. So what intermittent fasting actually does, it reduces the level of leptin in your body, which brings down the threshold of leptin resistance, and again your brain will start receiving signals from those hormones, and you'll all of a sudden see you'll start feeling full instead of feeling hungry most of the time. The So getting done with the science behind intermittent fasting, now we will come to the types of intermittent fasting which are present with us today. So as we know guys, intermittent fasting is a way of scheduled eating in which you are eating for a particular period of time and then fasting for a longer period of time comparatively, and we have different methods, different types to follow out of it. I will mention the popular ones here, starting from the Fast 5 method. In this, actually, you will be consuming all your calories within those 5 hours of eating window and remaining in fasting period for those 19 hours. Coming to the second type of intermittent fasting, it's called the periodic fast, which is also known as eat, stop, eat. It is basically in this, what you actually do what you actually do is you will be fasting for 24 hours and then you will be eating after that. So this can be followed once or twice a week, and studies show it should not be followed for more than once or twice a week. So guys, with that, coming to the third type of intermittent fasting, it's called the lean gains, and it is actually one of the most commonly followed, which many people are following, which I am personally following from past 1.5 years, and it has showed some tremendous results. So basically in lean gains, what you are doing, you are fasting daily, in which you are keeping the eating window for 8 hours and then you are keeping the fasting window for 16 hours. So basically it's 16:8 ratio. And why it is good, I'll tell you, because you are practicing this fasting method every day. So your body is actually getting adapted to that eating window and that fasting window, and results are pretty much very quicker compared to other ways. With that, coming to the fourth type, which is called the warrior diet. It is actually a modification of your lean gains method only. In this, you will be fasting every day, but it is somewhat more extreme form of the lean gains type. In this, what you are doing, you are actually only consuming dinner. So that window is very less, maybe 1 to 2 hours, and you are fasting for rest of the time. So many people and few studies have actually shown it is also very fruitful for the body, because it is very much in sync with the circadian rhythm of the body. So coming to the next one, and the fifth type of intermittent fasting is called alternate day fasting. In this, you are actually eating for 24 hours and then fasting for next 24 hours, and this continues. Then you are again eating for 24 hours. So basically, it's eat, stop, eat. With that being done, we are done with the science of intermittent fasting. We are done with the types of intermittent fasting. Now coming to my third point, which will be the benefits and maybe pros and cons of intermittent fasting. So first, coming to pros. So guys, there are a lot of benefits for this intermittent fasting method. I am not telling this just by going theoretically or by the books. I have actually been following it for past 1.5 years, and maybe also before that, because when I was in my dental school, there were many times we were so busy with the cases, or we were so busy with the theoretical workup, that we actually forgot to have breakfast in the morning, and we straight away went to the lunch, to the mess. So that was also a form of intermittent fasting, which I didn't realize, but yeah, I was following that. But religiously, I have been following this regime from past 1.5 years, and it has done wonders to me. With that said and done, let's come to the benefits of intermittent fasting. I'm sure there are many, but here I'm gonna point out few of them. The first and foremost being inflammation. So guys, if you don't know, there is a lot of inflammation that is going on in our body, and we don't realize day in and day out with the chronic stress. So I'll try to explain this point with a very easy example. If you see a small child sleeps for like 16, 17, 18 hours a day and is only awake for few hours. And you know what happens when the child sleeps for those hours is the repair work is going in the body. So same thing happens when we are not eating, we are in the fasting period of intermittent fasting. The repair work is going on in the body, all the inflammation levels will come down. Eventually, it's a day-to-day process, and yeah, you're good to go. So it reduces the inflammation. Coming to the second point, regarding insulin resistance. This might be very helpful for the people who are diabetics. So what it does actually, it is improving the glycemic control of your body and improving the insulin resistance, plus decreasing your leptin levels and increasing your adiponectin factors in the body. So you guys must want to know what is adiponectin. So basically it's a hormone, and this adiponectin, it's basically related to reduce heart risks or clogging in your arteries, which is also called as atherosclerosis. So it improves insulin resistance in the body. So it's a good point for diabetics as well. Coming to the third benefit of it is, I'm sure you guys must be waiting for this one, that it helps in reducing weight. Yes, so basically intermittent fasting is very much related with reducing the BMI of the body, which is body mass index, and it also helps in reducing good amount of weight in the body. Stating it with a very good example, to lose 1 pound of fat, you have to create a caloric deficit weekly of 3500 calories in your body. So what happens with intermittent fasting is you are eating in a very less eating window, and with that you are actually restricting your additional extra unwanted calories in the body. So when you count it up after you're following this diet every day, it will actually create at least 3500 or maybe even more caloric deficit, which will again lead to your weight loss. So good tip to go there. Next benefit that I'm gonna share with you guys is anti-aging, and I'm very sure you guys will be very pumped up after knowing how it works. So basically there is a term called autophagy, and I'll explain you what is it. So autophagy is basically the cell cleaning or recycle the trash process that happens in the cells of your body, which is happening day in and day out. So studies have shown that this autophagy is increased multiple folds when your body is in the period of fasting. It's in the fasting window. So like that, cells will start eating up its own self. So it will actually help us in two ways. Coming to the first one, the old cells will be eaten up very fast because they are oldies, and we are already devoiding our body from food in a particular window of it. So they'll start eating themselves up very fast. So like that, new cells will also come into the picture, and voila, you go there, anti-aging effects. And second most important benefit of autophagy is actually in the case of malignancies, which we also known as cancers. Yes, so what is cancer? It is basically, there is a multiple fold increase in the number of cells in our body, which actually become very dangerous and the bad man in the body. So with this, intermittent fasting studies have actually proved that it also helps in curbing or reducing the risk of cancers in the body. So yeah, that is there. I'm really sorry guys, there was a lot of noise happening upstairs, so we had to come down here. So with that, coming to the next benefit of it is brain health, and there you go, brainies. So what it actually does, it actually improves the level of BDNF in your brains. What is BDNF? It's brain-derived neurotrophic factors, which are actually responsible for the survival of your neurons or nerves in the body. So it reduces the risk of Alzheimer's disease. And many of you won't be knowing this, but it actually helps with your cognition as well, cognition or memory. So intermittent fasting has been proven to improve the levels of cognition, especially the spatial memory, the working memory, and the assistance memory. And last but not the least, coming to the last point for today, that it builds discipline. I'll tell you guys from my personal experience, I have been following this from last 1.5 years. It has done wonders for me. I had a lot of issues before, and the amount of discipline it builds in your body, apart with other benefits, it's something very good. You should definitely try it out. So yes. With that, coming to the last part of our video is the consequences of intermittent fasting. As we were earlier told, with every action there will be some reaction. So yeah, there are few points that I'm listing down here. First one, there is not enough guidance on this topic of how rightly a sleep it should be done. So yeah. Second is, many oftentimes people are very much confused about which type to follow, because every individual is different and
a different type of intermittent fasting regime will be good for a particular individual. So right there, you should definitely consult your physician, especially the people who are diabetics or suffering from any medical diseases or ailments. They definitely should consult their physician first before starting this diet. Third thing is the side effects of it. Some people have complained of some side effects, like there will be some slight dizziness, brain fog, feeling a little irritated because the energy levels in the body are comparatively less. So yeah, that one. And what I personally feel the biggest downside of this is the social context, because many times people are like, I still remember from my experience, I'll tell you, many times when I came back home from college, my family members were like, this girl doesn't eat anything, what will happen to her? If the body can take care of itself when you're young, but as when you turn old, then the side effects will start showing up, this and that, it's not good for the body, you are starving yourself. So yeah, what I personally feel is the biggest downside, biggest con of it is there is not enough of social awareness about it. So from the social context point of view, yeah, it is there.
So yeah guys, that was it for today. I really hope you like this much informative and scientific approach video to intermittent fasting from a doctor's point of view. And yeah, if you like this video, do like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel Dr. Forceps, and turn on your notification bell, because I will be coming up with much interesting contents in future. And have a great day. Okay, bye guys. Bye.